Thornton was founded by Joseph William Thornton in 1911 and opened his first store in Sheffield. Thornton is a 217 million turnover company and has 330 own stores and cabs across the UK and Ireland. It employs over 3,000 staff. Thornton is now the largest independent chocolate and confectionery company in the United Kingdom and is also listed in the London Stock Exchange. Pest analysis. Political factors. Importing policies have gotten tougher on companies, making them turn to fair trade cocoa beans, meaning most companies had to swap over suppliers in order to comply with the regulations and sticking to the fair trade markets. Also, some companies were found to have underage workers in the factory, so companies are more wary and more careful who they hire and why. Economic factors. The key two factors that have affected the industry is the rise in VAT. It has forced many companies to increase the product prices. Also, it has forced other companies to start doing more promotions and discount prices. It has seen notable change and has forced people to even sell Easter eggs as little as £1. Social factors. A key issue is that 1 in 3 adults are predicted to be overweight by the end of 2012. Therefore, more and more people are turning to a healthy alternative. Also, the aging population of the UK is greater than any other country, meaning that the industry has become very reliant on the young population. Technology. Minto reports that 34% of consumers are actively avoiding sugar. Therefore, the industry is trying to develop artificial sweeteners such as isomalt and stevia. The development of these products promotes non-sugar products in order to target the health market. Also, the internet now provides a gateway for online selling, which is great for the industry in order to get their sales up. Environmental factors. The industry has come under great pressure to lower their emissions. Therefore, they are now seeking alternatives such as driving low-emission lorries to do all the deliveries, and also they are now using more and more recyclable products for their packaging, as well as lowering the amount of packaging they use. Legal factors. One of the key issues in the industry is now obesity. So companies are now forced to have proper nutritional labelings on the back of the products. Also, companies are now forced only to get the supply of cocoa beans from fair trade farmers, none other than that. 4 to 5 forces. Threat of new competition. Barriers to entry. Barriers of entry are high. This is due to the marketplace being led by big companies such as Kraft and Mars. Also, customers are very loyal to the brands and often decide to stick to their own brand instead of trying anything else new. Therefore, it is extremely hard to get into this kind of market. Bargaining power for customers. Taking into account that the chocolate confectionery market has grown 21% since 2006, and using the RFM analysis, we can see that the average person buys between 1 to 2 bars of chocolate per week, meaning that there is a high bargaining power since it's due to the customers and buyers who have made the chocolate industry grow. Threat of substitute products. There isn't really a substitute for chocolate since there isn't a product in the same category as chocolate. Other options do include sweeties and candies, but they are not as comparable as to chocolate. However, with that said, if chocolate continues to keep increasing in prices, it will mean that people will look to turn into these alternatives since they have no other choice. Bargaining power for suppliers. Suppliers haven't got much bargaining power because South America has also opened the doors for the cocoa bean trade, so they are now competing with Africa. However, sugar suppliers have great bargaining power since the price of sugar is more and more up, meaning they have a great power and they can demand more for the price of their sugar. Intensity of competitive rivalry. Competition is strong in this market due to the market being led by Kraft, Mars and Nestle. They differentiate themselves by having large variety of chocolates. This is a market which is very competitive, and companies are always looking to differentiate themselves by doing all kinds of products, ranging from personalized gifts to occasional gifts, and also sharing bags, which is very, very popular nowadays. Internal audit. The marketplace. The chocolate confectionery market has grown 21% with a steady year-on-year growth of between 4 to 6% since 2006. The recession in 2008 had no negative impact on the chocolate, reaching $3.98 billion in 2011, with a prediction of a further growth of between 5 to 6%, reaching $5.25 billion by 2016. Furthermore, the market is clearly dominated by Kraft, Mars and Nestle, as we can see from the chart below, leaving little room for own brand. What this graph here demonstrates is the key factors that influence people to buy chocolates. People decide to buy chocolates because of is their favourite brand rather than chocolates that are on promotion or low cost. This other graph demonstrates how the market has grown since 2006 and what the future holds for the chocolate industry. It also clearly shows what the predictions are on how well the industry is doing, and by 2006 it should be double what it is now. Let's now go through the company's financials. As we can see, Fulton's has benefited from the industry's growth. Since 2007, it has been making a good amount of profit on every year's sales. However, this cannot be said the same for 2012, because since in 2012 they made 217.1 million compared to 2011's 218 million pounds a year profit. The operation consists of commercial sales done through the outlets, the purchasing of the cocoa beans, manufacturing, distribution handled with them directly, and the brand support, which is supported by doing loads of charity events and getting loads of recognition out there. SWOT analysis. Strengths. One of the key strengths for Fulton's is that it owns its own outlets, making it easier to distribute and sell their own products. They handle their own distribution, meaning they don't have to be reliant on other third parties to get their products delivered on time. It franchises its brand, yet again, more recognition. It offers great gift ideas as well as seasonal gift and personalized gift, one thing that differentiates themselves above all others. Weaknesses. One of the key weaknesses is they are just limited chocolates, unlike Nestle, who do milkshakes and other drinks. They pay high labour costs since their production factories are in the UK base, meaning they have to pay UK wages. They chose to stick to South African cocoa beans instead of taking an initiative like Nestle and going to South Africa, where the cocoa beans are cheaper and offer distinguished characteristics. Opportunities. With Mintel reporting that the market has grown 21% since 2006, it offers Fulton's a great opportunity to keep on growing. Also, more and more people are now willing to pay higher price for premium chocolates, meaning great because Fulton's market themselves as a luxury chocolate maker. Another great opportunity is that the standard tier for market is exaggerated and overrun with mass and craft, meaning the standard tier for chocolates is open. Threats. The continued loss of market share due to competitors such as Kraft, Mars and Nestle. This is because the market presents an oligopoly by such companies such as Kraft, Nestle and others. Also, government awareness programs such as Change for Life has put great pressure on consumers now turning to healthier chocolate. And also, the increase in VAT is a big deal for Fulton, since now they are having to put up the prices of their chocolates. Despite the recession, Fulton still managed to grow and make a profit thanks to their ability to adapt to the changing environment. However, big weaknesses as hold is their production costs are very high. There are many opportunities for Fulton out there, such as turning to South American cocoa beans, and with the threat of obesity, it might be just one of the best things they could do, since cocoa beans offer lots of characteristics that South Africa beans don't offer. The key factors for success are differentiation. Fulton's have done very well in this category, since they offer unique ideas such as personalized gift, seasonal treats, and personalize your own set of gifts. Strategic positioning. As we can see from the first two rows, we can see that Fulton's, Lindor and Ferrero are all in the high price, high quality range, while the low quality range such as Tesco and Sainsbury's, and the mid class such as Mars, Kraft. After looking at Fulton's generic strategies, we have devised this table to explain Fulton's strategies. To conclude, Fulton's are a well-established company who have been bringing happiness to people for over 100 years, in which they have had to do many times reinvent themselves in order to stay in the marketplace. Fulton is now well established as a luxury chocolate maker, in which it sells personalized gifts and seasonal chocolates. Due to the market being so highly seasonal, that's why innovation plays a big part of the company, because it's due to this innovation in which they can still stay in the market. Fulton's has a tough few years ahead of them, since they are decreasing profits and are losing market shares. The best thing we would recommend for Fulton is to close down underperforming unperforming stores and target more supermarket sales.